Hello, Technophobians. My name is Taylor Vandegraff, and I am freaking out on a Friday. Yeah, it's just me, alone, freaking out. It's probably not a good thing, but I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to talk to you about an article called "Did John Wilkes Booth Get Away with Murdering President Abraham Lincoln?" What? This is the title of an article out of the Philadelphia Inquirer by Edward Collimore. Apparently, researchers have found two other dudes, David E. George and John St. Helen, that looked an awful lot like John Wilkes Booth. And they found photos of them from 1877 and 1903. And of course, Booth was supposedly shot dead in 1865, which we all know from the JFK and Lincoln conspiracy coins that I collected as a child. Oswald shot from a warehouse, hid in a theater, Booth vice versa. But maybe not. Maybe not. And this lovely bit of mind freakiness was brought to you by, quote, facial recognition software already loaded with photos of 5,000 other white males. It began to meticulously analyze the faces for similarities, the spaces between the eyes, the jawlines, the shape of the noses and cheekbones, and continues on. Quote, in less than a minute, results came back that left the researchers stunned. The data showed a strong possibility that all three photographs were of the same man, a belief long held by a small number of historians, but always dismissed by scholars and assassination experts as conspiracy nonsense. But guys, we now live in a world where conspiracies are king, right? So let's go for it. Bust out the popcorn, baby. And, you know, my problem isn't the software itself, because I'm sure facial recognition software is going to do a lot of good, but it's not definitive. How many other conspiracies could be quote-unquote proved or quote-unquote disproved by this technology where there is no real certainty? None. It's not DNA, and it's not like they're going to interview corroborating witnesses. So maybe it'll give validity to Hitler living in Argentina, or that Elvis is alive and was an extra in Home Alone, which is a real theory. So, quote, this raises the prospect that on April 15th, the 154th anniversary of the day Lincoln died, that Booth was not killed in a Virginia tobacco barn by a Union soldier in 1865, as history books say, but lived 38 years more as St. Helen and George. And this was said by Rami Romani, an author and Egyptologist who helped oversee the Booth investigation as part of the new TV series, Mummies Unwrapped, which is how they are disclosing this information by announcing it on Mummies Unwrapped, which also makes me think this is kind of BS. If it was a bigger deal, it might get some bigger airtime. But guys, you can look at this from another angle, which, you know, what if he did live and the government did cover it up? What else are they covering up? Was 9/11 an inside job? No. I don't want to do that. This is a rabbit hole I'm too freaked out to go down, and I don't really have the time to. So, guys, tune in on Monday where we talk about the good and the bad of 5G. Plus, we break down the best dystopian sci-fi, and we have Jim O'Hare, Jerry from Parks and Rec, telling us his tech horror story. Find Technophobia only on Apple Podcasts. We'll see you Monday.